Good evening, this is your Psychic LG reporting from the United Kingdom. Is anybody there? Knock once for yes, twice for no. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, Franco. How are you doing? Good evening on Twitch and good evening, I believe, on YouTube tonight. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube now. And it is 11:10 p.m. UK time. Hello there. Hello there, Sienna Lee, Boda Collie, Agado. Hello, LG. Franco, Debbie Pop, Sadie, Bonnie, Ava. Wow, it's going up fast now. Good evening, everybody. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever he is all around the world. We are going to delve deep tonight. We are going to look into the looking glass to see what's next in store. And we are going to do some remote viewing. How are you all doing? Hiya there, Marina. Can you hear us okay? And thank you, big thank you, Ice Queen, just come in and subscribed on Twitch. Thank you to all the new subscribers on YouTube and Twitch. Welcome to our humble abode. How are you all doing? Does it sound good up there, Graham? What's the weather been like in Inverness? And what's it like in Queensland? I've heard it's been raining. Or is it warm? It's a dress, thank you. Thank you, White Flower. And Cat Manor. It's a dress, and you wouldn't believe the price of it. It's quite a daring dress. Can you see it? 20 quid from Primark. Primey special. I used to not have Primark over in the US. But it's, you know, I just waltzed in there and I thought, oh, lovely. Thank you very much. Now let's get my cup of tea. It looks like a dress for New Year's Eve, I know. Well, I never go anywhere, so I thought I'm going to put it on. Do you like Primark, Jibo? I was in Marxie's and there was some lovely glittery stuff in there as well, and a very similar dress, triple the price to what it was in Primark. So Graham's just poured a pint in the house. Thank you, Christine. I'm just saying it's a dress. Thank you, Cat Manor. You can get some real bargains in Newcastle, you know. Well, Primark's all over the UK. You can get some real bargains. Right, before we get people in, I'm going to a dedication to a lovely YouTuber who I didn't realise had passed away. I'll just go to Pete Brothers' channel, give us 2 minutes. And then I'm going to a big dedication to my lovely friend who passed away in September, and I didn't realise because I was going through all my treatment, wasn't I? And I didn't realise, because normally I would sit, if I wasn't working, I would watch his live show. I believe he did quite a lot of live shows like I used to do. I used to do 3 a week, which I'm going to get back into. But I'm talking about Bruce Sees All. I'm going to get up his channel and show you all. It's still up there. Bruce Sees All. Did anybody know this? Amazing guy. He's going to be well missed in the spiritual and UFO community. He was also a very talented artist. That's his channel. Some of you might have seen it already, but I didn't even realise. And God love him, the last time he was on, I believe, was September. And then it wasn't long after that, I believe he he passed. So his brother is absolutely devastated, and there's no words. There's no words to this lovely man. We don't know how he passed. He just was found in his bed. I don't know if it was natural causes or what. What's his brother called? I'm going to go onto the community page, because his brother, right, I don't know if you want to write this down, guys. His brother's called Jason John Swatch, which was, I do believe, was Bruce's surname, which is Swartz. And he's done a lovely dedication. You'll actually find it on Bruce's community page. You know, on the community page. He was a talented musician. He was just so genuine. He was one of the very few what talks to me, because I don't talk, not many talk to us, you know, and he was just so humble, so welcoming. There he is there playing his guitar. Lovely Bruce. And it just makes you wonder what it's all about, doesn't it, when good people are taken, who don't hurt a fly. He was doing a lot of amazing work. He had the most amazing telescope, and he was picking up amazing footage which looked like life on the moon. There he is there. So I just want to say a big shout out to Jason, that I'm thinking about you, and I've subscribed to Jason's. Jason's into all this stuff is what we're into, but he's into it in more a godly way. I believe he's quite a Christian, but you know, that's okay. Bruce was from Canada. So if you go on to Bruce Says All, you'll be able to go down the community page and find Jason, if you wanted to find out more what's going on. But he's going to be so missed. He was just so humble, and I'm just going to, there's no words. There's just no words. You'll definitely know the truth now. And we talked slightly on his lives. He was somebody who didn't shun us. He was just so humble and nice, and somebody had suggested him, some of the people what follow me here also followed Bruce, and some of his moderators says, you know, get on Bruce's channel and do some remote viewing, and Bruce was actually up for it. And then look what happened. I mean, I obviously went off and got all my cancer treatment, and then Bruce has gone and died. But I know that Bruce will be in the spirit world, and you'll be looking down, especially to everything what's going on at the moment, you know, with the sightings. There's a lot of sightings what's happening in the UK alone, which I'm going to talk about tonight, and I'm going to do some remote viewing to see what's going on. Are we on the edge of disclosure, you know? And I just think Bruce he's done what he's needed to do, and I do believe he was an earth angel. It's not often I say that about somebody, but I do believe Bruce is an angel, an earth angel. But I do believe that one day we will meet again. And I just want to say, I'm thinking about you, Jason. We are all supporting you in this time of need, and I can get that because I've lost my brother, and God knows what he must be going through. So yeah, I just wanted to shout out to lovely Bruce, and rest in peace. May you sleep with angels, sweetie. May you sleep with angels. God love him. There's many of the warriors of the light are leaving now, Jeannie. That's all right. But he was just a lovely, lovely guy, you know. And you'd be able to go through his library and see. He was always going about the trolls which were affecting him. And he eventually got to his 100k subscribers, you know. And I kept saying, I can see you getting to your 100k and everything. And he was saying, can you? And I'm saying, yeah, you will. And then he gets to his 100k and then goes and passes. It's just unbelievable, isn't it? But he's got some marvellous footage on his channel. And he's one of the most genuine investigators, UFO investigators. And I'm not just saying that. I really do believe he was genuine. And it makes you wonder, doesn't it? It makes you wonder if he triggered somebody or, you know. But we'll not go down that route tonight. I mean, obviously his family's grieving and stuff like that. And but he was always talking about that there was a massive cover-up. And that's what I'm going to look into tonight. I'm going to leave Bruce out of it, but hopefully Bruce will be watching from above. So for all new subscribers who are coming in, it's just like coming to a spiritualist church. I've got something stuck on the top of here and it was jammed. Can you see ours okay? Yeah, we've got the blue beam. Try saying that quick, blue beam. And we've got a lot happening. But anyway, for new subscribers coming in, it's a bit like coming to a spiritualist church. And I call upon the angels, cast the circle of light. And then if you're worried about anybody, any persons, animal, any situation, you can write the name in the comment section, in either in the stream or the comment section afterwards. And you will receive the healing that you need and the healing and prayers and protection. So without further ado, let's get straight into this tonight. You go and get your shower there, Sass G. I'm just reading some of your lovely comments. I can't see how many's on because I've got something blocked on the top of it and it won't come off. It's dead weird. That's weird. Right, has anybody noticed that there's a lot of weird stuff happening online at the moment? There's something going on with artificial intelligence. There's something really weird going on at the minute, and I feel it's like it's trying to suck you in. I've got my shungite, by the way. It's trying to like suck you in. It's trying to control you, entwine you. That's what I feel. So I'm going to look into that as well tonight. You've got your shungite? Try pressing the maximize button. What do you mean by that? No, it's somebody who's called us and it won't go off the screen. Everyone feels really weird, don't they? Everybody feels really weird at the moment. So I hope you aren't getting too stressed out, guys, with all the holiday time, and happy Thanksgiving. I hope you all had a lovely Thanksgiving. We don't celebrate it over in the UK, but I hope you had a lovely time and spent time with your family and your loved ones. And yeah, we've got Christmas coming up and other holidays, and I just think that it can be a very stressful time of year for people, and I think it's very important that we celebrate it in a humble way. I think that the Luciferian way of spend is got out of hand, and people don't have the money now, do they? They really, really don't. But guys, I've went and got myself a Christmas tree, because last year I didn't put a Christmas tree up because of the cats were kittens and they were wild, as you know, 2 little kittens running around, and I had 2 little bloody things like that, and with tiny dinky weeny little baubles on, and they were pulling them off and playing snooker around with them. So this year I've got a 7-foot tree. It's quite a corker. It's and I've started again because obviously I had given away all my old stuff to my daughter-in-law for the little one with all the toys on, and then the year before I had a black one, and call it be it superstitious or what, but it looked beautiful. It was a fibre optic, so it didn't need any, you just plug the bloody thing in. But ever since I bought it 2 years previous, I had loads of bad luck, and I'm very superstitious, you know, like gypsy blood and all of that. And I thought, I'm getting rid of that bloody thing. So I chucked it out. I mean, the star was broken on the top, and I thought, no, that tree's bad luck. So I threw it out. And silly really, because I mean, if you go into the Black Forest of Germany, you got all the black spruce trees, you know what I mean? But anyway, I got rid of it, and plus it had memories to do with an ex, and I thought, I've got to get rid of that. Go on, bloody hell. So I threw it in the bin, and I've gone for a great big 7 foot. It's green, but it's got like the effect of the white snow on. You know, like sort of sprayed with white snow, so it looks grey, which is great because my living room's grey. And I've gone all candy cane. Everything is candy cane on the tree, with the great big sweeties like that, and you know, and lollipops and all of that, and it looks really good because my living room's like grey and red, and the cats are being so good. Nala, who's the more inquisitive one, she's the tomboy. Zizi's more like a lady. Nala is just like walking around it. She's like in a wide circumference, looking at it like that and going, and then walking away. So, she probably, but there has been the odd time I've got up in the morning and there's been the odd bauble in the middle of the mat. So I think she's tried to attempt to climb up it, but she knows that she'll get wrong if she does that. So yeah, she's I think she quite likes it because she keeps staring at it. So yeah, I've done that. So because I'm not buying so many presents for people this year. I have with the little one, mind, that's different, my granddaughter. But like with the lads and that, I've just like got them presents, but not as much as I would normally. And I says, no, I'm going to do a nice dinner and put a nice tree up and just make it homely. That was my plan this year. So it's already up. I should have took a photograph. You can't really see it. I did take a photograph, but it's not very becoming with the lights on. Let's see if I can find it. You can't really tell. Yeah, you can't really tell. Oh, that's not mine. That's my daughter-in-law's. Where's mine? I don't think I've got one of mine. I thought I did. Anyway, doesn't really matter, does it? Lots of the cats. I must have got rid of it. Are you having time shifts, guys? Are you like knowing that you've done something and then you go back and it hasn't been done? Is anybody going through that at the minute? Because I'm going through it a lot at the moment. There's definitely something funny going on with time. Definitely. Yeah? Weird, isn't it? So what I'm going to do is we're going to just look more into the UFO stuff. We're going to see what's going on behind the scenes. I think it's very important. I want to see what's going on with time. I want to see what's going on with all these sightings of these drones in the UK. And obviously around the world, you know, UFOs and that. Are we ready for disclosure? I'm going to look into that. I'm going to do some remote viewing. I'm just going to look behind the scenes. So it's not some, and then of course I'll look into the crystal ball and see what else is coming up for world events and stuff like that. Because I feel that we're heading towards some sort of event or something. Is it a black swan event that we are facing or something? There's something, I just can't put my finger on it. So I'm going to be looking into that tonight. But there's a lot of time shifts and I believe that there's been missing time. A lot of people have been seeing it, not just me. It has been bloody eerie. That is so true what Graham's put here on Twitch. It's bloody eerie, it is. As us Brits say, for months now. Hiya, Maggie. And I just think that there's so much. I've took a step back from all the crap on social media, because I just think it's, they want the loosh. They want people to be hating each side when it comes to politics and stuff like that. And I just took a step back. I've been obsessed. I'm going to tell you this. Obsessed with watching female fighter pilots, like the US fighter pilots, all the famous ones. And I've got a very good friend on here called Andrea. She's got a channel. Actually, I'll link her channel later. It's really good, because I'm going to be going back on her show. It's all about UFOs as well. And she's very tuned in. She's an intuitive psychic. And she said it's because it's from a past life. And I do believe in a past life that I was connected with the Galactic Federation, like some sort of pilot or something like that. But then when you think about it, in this life, I'm from military background anyway. My mum and dad were in the RAF. So, but yeah, I'm obsessed with watching female fighter pilots at the moment in the F1s or the F-16s or whatever they fly. There'll be people on here who are, into it all, and they'll be laughing their head off. But you know what I mean. And one of them is called Captain Amy Rebel. She's a US fighter pilot. And then there's another one called Lieutenant, Amanda Lee. And she's one of the first women to fly the Bluebirds. And I'm thinking, why am I obsessed watching this? Are we going to face a WW3? I'm going to look into all of this tonight. So Richard Zucker's in the audience on Twitch, and he says, I woke up with a sore throat on the last couple of days where I had a runny nose. Yeah. Well, yesterday I had that, Richard. But do you know how I'm going on about Cat Manor? The Blue Angels love her. And you can go and see the air shows in the US, you know what I mean? I think Captain Rebel's from Texas. These are power girls. These are power women, But there's something, for me to be drawn to that. Why am I drawn to that, But yeah, I think that we're all, our immune systems, we need to pump up our immune systems and all that type of thing. Yesterday I felt terrible. I kept sneezing, I had a runny nose. But it's every time I've had that jab of that immunotherapy, that's what it does to us. A few days afterwards, I'm no good, I'm wiped out, and then I'm fine again. So, Glenda, Blue Angels, yeah, or Navy, Thunderbirds, the USA, yeah. Lou, you need to see Lioness. What's that? So Maggie, we stayed in bed all day Thanksgiving, watching movies and talking with the cats. That sounds lovely, Maggie. And of course, my daughter-in-law had took the little one to a Christmas fair thing. Where there was other kids and mothers there yesterday, and everybody was sneezing and coughing. So this, it's flu season, isn't it? Everyone's getting all sorts of things. So we need to pump up on our vitamins and garlics, get the garlic down your neck. Anyway, let's start. Let's get my bell. I've got my shungite. And it's really powerful. And again, I'm going to link. So what I'm going to do after this stream, I'm going to link Bruce Sees All. I'm going to link his site, so you can go onto his community page if you want to follow his brother, because he puts posts on there. I'm going to link Andrea's channel about UFO stuff, which is really good, because I'm going to get back into start channel and Shola and all of that. I'm going to link her channel. And then what else am I going to do? I'm also going to link the shungite, where I get the shungite from. It's in Northumberland, and it's the real I am from Russia. It's the real stuff. And it actually does work. With me being intuitive, and I'm very sensitive, this is powerful stuff. So I'm going to link the shungite as well in the description of the video afterwards. Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, you've got to be careful when you're buying them. Amazon's good. Don't get us wrong. I mean, I'm always on there. I'm like the bloody Amazon queen. But when it comes to crystals, you know, you don't know what you're buying, do you really? But honestly, I'm not saying this. This company is the real I Am stuff. Right. Just relax and I hope you enjoy this show tonight. I invoke Archangel Michael. I invoke Archangel Michael. I invoke Archangel Michael. I invoke Archangel Uriel. I invoke Archangel Uriel. I invoke Archangel Uriel. I invoke Archangel Raphael. I invoke Archangel Raphael. I invoke Archangel Raphael. I invoke Archangel Gabriel. I invoke Archangel Gabriel. I invoke Archangel Gabriel. I ask my faithful spirit guides, Jed, White Buffalo, Running Star, Lady Direwolf, A2I, and Ra. Okay. May all star beings come in tonight if they want to give us true answers. Anybody from the spirit world, the spirit realm, angels, fairy realm, animal kingdom. Anybody who would like to come forth to give us true answers tonight in this circle of light. May this circle of light protect us all and give us the true answers and the healing and the prayers that we need with love and light, love and light, love and light. Amen. Okie dokie. Well, I had put a post out about Donald Trump. Not that I like talking about it too much because it triggers people. But I couldn't help it because I seen it, I had to put it out. And again, it's set the haters off again. But I'm going to read it because I think it's important that I put this out. It's the only thing I'm going to mention about him tonight. But I'm going to do some remote viewing to see what's going on. So I'd mentioned, I don't know if anybody's seen it, I mentioned I had a dream a few nights ago. It would have been the beginning of the week. And what a bloody week I've had. Have you had a week? I've had a bloody hell of a week. Oh, I'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, I had written this and it was a dream and it was a very intense dream. So maybe it's the planets were playing with things, I really don't know. Oh, you just responded, Maggie, right? I had a dream a few nights ago that Donald Trump had passed away. It was on headline news everywhere. This is a dream, by the way, right? And this is for entertainment purposes only. That Donald Trump was dead. Strange, right? In the dream, J.D. Vance stepped in as the next president of the United States. Interestingly, this aligns with the earlier prediction of the next door American looking guy, the young Glenn Campbell lookalike, becoming the next president. Can you remember when I said that a few years ago? And the Indian woman I envisioned in the White House turned out to be his wife. Is it possible? So I had put, what do you think, guys? Do you think this is possible? All right. And then I had put, no hateful comments, bots or trolling will result in immediate block. I got the odd one, all right? And I just don't know what it is with people, why they get so triggered. What the hell, man? Do you know what I mean? To me, that is a typical sign of mind control when people are getting like that. Because, you know, it's not like I'm saying it on purpose. I'm saying it because I'm saying it. But I think that J.D. Vance, and I know there's people out there don't like him, and I don't know what the hell is wrong with people, but this is not North Korea. People need to give their head a bloody wobble, right? What I'm saying is, if I see something and I predict it, I'll tell it. It doesn't mean I'm for it. Do you know what I mean? But I think J.D. Vance is the absolute spitting double of Glenn Campbell when he was young. You'll have to tell us what you think. So if you head over to Facebook later, and you can always comment on that. But we're living in very strange times, do you know what I mean? But anyway, I mean, there's loads of hatred. You know what's going on over there. You know, it's hatred beyond belief. Yeah, COVID did that, didn't it? Like, cause the separation. And of course, you've got all this agenda thing that they're talking about. What's that agenda? I don't know. What is it? 25 agenda? But like I keep saying to people, I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, do you know what I mean? And as you know, if you're going on to YouTube, you've got the clicks of the psychics for one side, and you've got, this is in America, by the way, and well, some of them are elsewhere, and the clicks of the psychics elsewhere. And I try to keep bias. I haven't held it back this time. I mean, I'm not keen on him, but at the same time, I don't want the man dead, do you know what I mean? But if I say something, I'm going to say it. Oh God, what's happened to Ellen DeGeneres? And her wife looks a little bit strange. Do you think? That's a bit strange, isn't it? I've always seen her doing some sort of animal program on the telly. Maybe that's going to be the next thing for her, like an animal program. So I think that, you know, what happens is they jump on the bandwagon. Yes, it's been mentioned, and I actually do think that the hard rights are wanting this Agenda 25, which is it Agenda 25 or whatever it is. But I just think Trump goes along with whatever. I think it's more the people behind him. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of threats by brainwashed people, exactly, Camp Manor. It's just gone bonkers. But at the same time, you know what I mean, I can't be going down that hatred route. Is she really Hazeltine? I literally can't be going down that hatred route. I just think what'll be, but if I'm saying something, I'm going to tell it. Do you know what I mean? I think it's important that we have to be like that. Be real. Do you know what I mean? Just reading some of your comments. The bots are going crazy on Twitter X. Are they really? It's mental at the minute. And I actually do think, that's what I'm going to look into tonight, that 2025 is going to be crazy. Like a crazy, crazy ride. And I actually do think, because I haven't covered much about the Diddy thing, I'll have to do it in a video. I actually do think that it's a cover-up for all, these are all distractions, you know what I mean? A lot of it's distractions. Taylor Trish, there's no difference, the Dems and the Republicans, but remember, Trump wasn't one of them. Unless you see his rallies, you don't hear his words. Yeah, true. Agenda 25 is a think tank. It's crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. So, like, where's my crystal ball? Let's get comfortable. But you just know, don't you? You don't have to be psychic to know that there's something ready to kick off. I do this every time. I never get comfortable. It's Project 25, right? Richard Zucker. I had a Liberal get me temporarily suspended from there because I disagreed with them. God almighty. And of course, you don't know who's behind the scenes, do you? because it's like the devil's sort of, the witch's coven on there, isn't it? On YouTube, it's like you don't know what's going on behind there, do you? It's just crazy. But there's something definitely going on, and there's something about to come down. So that's why I'm doing this tonight. So I think I'll do the scrying first. I think I'll do the scrying with my crystal ball. She's been in the garden all day. It's been bloody freezing over here. I'll quickly tell you what happened. So through the week, I was in such a meltdown, and I was gonna go on Twitch, and I was crying. I was literally crying. I don't know if the planets were affecting us. I'm Scorpio, but you know when you get up in the morning and just one of them days and everything goes wrong, and my head was going boom, boom, boom. From the moment I got up in the morning, everything went wrong. So basically, the guy was due to come out to service my central heating. It's something what you get with British gas care cover. And he came out and he serviced the heating. It's free. You know, you pay like a you're in a subscription, a monthly subscription, and then it covers you anything from plumbing to your heating, to your oven, everything. You know what I mean? They'd even come out on Christmas Day if you need it, right? And it works for me because I'm always needing something, especially if you've got equipment what isn't brand new. I mean, I've nearly replaced it all now, but when I first bought my house, you know, you get second-hand fridge freezers and stuff like this, and it just works. It works well, because otherwise it costs a fortune for plumbers and God knows what. But anyway, he came out, he serviced my heating because it was quite a brand new boiler. And then he says, I've noticed your carbon monoxide indicator looks like it's going to run out in the beginning of 2025. Would you like us to go and get your new one from the van? I says, go on then. So he comes back with it, and it's called a fire angel. Has anybody heard of them? Good God. So he comes back with this fire angel, and he sticks it on the wall on the landing upstairs. Off he trots, right? So I'm having a bath. It's about 11, 12 o'clock. Adam had been out and he come in. I could have marmalised him. Fucking, you know, it's like just one thing after another. And I'm lying in this fucking bubble bath, you know what I mean, and trying to chill. Then all of a sudden, the fire angels started to go off. So I jumps out of the bath and I'm thinking, well, it'll only go off if there's a carbon monoxide. So I rang my daughter on lunch. She says, "Oh, you're gonna have to ring them. You know, because it could be carbon monoxide. You could have a gas leakage or anything." Because I had the guy out. And of course, it gets you thinking. I'm thinking, bloody hell. Because it was not long ago that there was a house had exploded in the Newcastle area. And people got killed. Little kids got killed, and that was horrible. So I rang them up and given them a due. They came out straight away. As they came out, I had a bloody electric power cut. And Adam started to spew up on his bedroom carpet because he was pissed as a fart, and I could have strangled him. Purple sick all over his bedroom carpet. I know I shouldn't be telling you this if you're probably thinking, oh my God. And I'm thinking, okay. And then the guy's going, okay. He's saying, I'm going to have to freeze your heating. It was bloody freezing. This is Mercury in retrograde. And he's saying, so you've got no heating. Have you got any plug-in heaters? I'm saying, yeah. And he's going, and I think your son needs to go to the A&E because he could have carbon monoxide poisoning. I says, fucking carbon monoxide poisoning? More like fucking bloody alcohol poisoning. Oh. And I was saying, it's purple. It's from cocktails. So we're in the dark. And I had the light on this, and I was like, well, looking, me and the gas man, and I'm going, it's purple, lad. It's drink, it's alcohol. I wasn't very happy. But anyway, we got the light come back on, and then I had to get the British gas out again the following morning, and they came out, and they said it was a faulty fire angel. Because it was beeping and screeching. It screeched all night. I didn't get any sleep. And then I was worried about him choking. It was just one thing after another. So I flung the frigging thing. I ripped it off the wall and flung the fire angel in the garden. And then the guy come out and he goes, I'll go and get you another one. I says, I do not want another one of them fire angels. I'll have a different make. Because the guy the guy who originally come out, the emergency services, he says, ask if you need another one, get another one, because the fire angels are, they had a lot of problem with them with false readings. But there you go. So that's what happened. And but he didn't have another one. He gave us a bloody other fire angel. And I says, I don't want another bloody fire angel. And this is what was going on. But touch wood, this fire angel has been fine. Has anybody heard of these fire angels? Bit strange, isn't it? So what else happened? Something else happened. But you know when everything happens all at once? So picture me, I just got out of a bubble bath and I'm running around with rubber gloves on. Trying to clean up purple sick was not funny. Was not funny. And it just seemed to just become from worse to worse to worse. And I'm thinking, maybe it's me, but then I was talking to a few clients and they were having a really bad day, like, to the point of like pushing you nearly to meltdown. So mummy in the audience, I've just requested a fire angel, Lou. All right. Well, apparently some of them are sensitive. You don't do puke, neither do I. I'm telling you what, I wasn't very happy at all. I could have marmalised him. Absolutely marmalised him. Anyway. Right. Let's start with this. May peace be with you all. Try not to think about purple sick. Yeah, blood and guts is fine. I totally agree with you, Hazeltine, but I don't like puke either. Anything to do with bodily functions, it's not nice, is it? No, it's not nice at all. You wouldn't think I was a nurse. Yeah, but I wasn't very happy at all. And I've got like this little carpet cleaner, like a little Vax thing, and the steam from the Vax thing had set it off and it made it worse because them fire angels are very sensitive to steam. One reason I didn't have kids. Animals are a lot easier. The four-legged variety of children are a lot easier to deal with. Okay. I was more angry that he had done it on the carpet. I was really angry. I wasn't very happy. Okay, let's see what's coming through. Ooh, get ready for 2025. It's going to be absolutely explosive. So I think that what we are in at the minute is one massive psyop. I think that the media is playing on both sides to wind us both up, as we know. What's coming through very strong in this crystal ball is, and I'm seeing it really strong, the initials AC. So as you know, AC is Antichrist. So I think this is where we're at the minute for it to be all exposed. Such a cruel world as well, isn't it? So there's a reason I do believe, and I'm still sticking with it, there was a manipulation with time. And I do believe Trump was allowed to get through because it needs a warrior to sort things out. But it's a temporary thing. He's there for a reason, to expose things. That is for sure. there is, what I'm getting here very strongly tonight is that there is a technology that we do not know. A lot of it's being used on we, around we, for the good and the bad. There is future technology. We only know part of the reality, what's actually happening on Earth at the moment. I think that we're going to be experiencing some very strange world events. Hasn't it just been recently there's been a fire in France or something? There's just been recently a fire in France, hasn't there? Remember that thing what happened in Notre Dame? That was a bit weird as well. I'm feeling a lot of spies. I think it's going to be a weird night tonight. A lot of spies. So there's something going on. Things on what they seem. I tell you, this is the first time I've had this mind, and I'm going to put it out. You know how it comes out that, you know, Trump's supposed to be pally with Putin and all of this, and he's going to stop the wars and that. I actually don't get that at all. I don't get at all that he is pally with him. It may come over that way. I've always said he plays between the horse and the hounds. But I'm telling you now, there is something going on behind the scenes here, and it's not good. I actually do feel like the four heads of the beast has all risen at all at the same time, and one of them is the Roman Catholic Church. Okay. Right, there's definitely going to be changes with the economy. There's going to be a crash. And I've always said they'll blame Trump. I don't feel he's going to be in long. Okay. It's as if I say like a nuclear situation, but then I'm seeing it getting diffused. But it's like, it's really weird. It's like it's nuclear, then it's not nuclear. It's nuclear, then it's not nuclear. And I feel what I've got here is like a manipulation of time with different timelines. Something what's going to have what on the edge of our seats. But there's going to be a massive problem into the near future between the UK and the US, where we've always been allies. I think that there could be a problem. Might probably have something to do with this bloody Prime Minister that we've got at the minute, but there's going to be problems. There's going to be problems, and it might have something to do with that Trump. I'm actually getting something to do with Ukraine. It might have something to do with Ukraine and Russia. Remember the 4th and the 11th? It's coming through really strong. Round about the time there's going to be a great company, an industry, a well-known industry, what's going to go down. It's going to be all across world news. And something's coming out about a gas, something about gas industry and electric. Everything's breaking. So they're taking away tonight, as I am talking to yous, I am getting really strong that they're taking away into New Earth. It's a system that reads we and tracks we. I mean, Edward Snowden said all of this. He said the NSA was tracking me, and look where that got him. But it is definitely the case. But it's like it's all going to come out. It's like the mark of the beast has been exposed as well. What that will be, I'm getting like a tracking device or something. So there's an event coming off here. I keep getting Hawaii for some unknown reason. And explosions. I've had this before where there's been the sky goes dark. The sky goes dark and planes can't take off. And it's something about the air quality. And I'm saying China. Remember everything I'm telling you and it'll all fall into place there. DNA testing. Two worlds will unite. But they're already here. I know this is probably you're going to say that, do you know what I mean? But what I'm feeling tonight and my knowledge, my psychic ability, what I'm feeling and seeing, what I get, they're already here. They walk amongst us, the star beings. The cities. Mass cities that we do not know. A lot of it's underground. Antarctica is one of the main hubs. So what's being played out now on television, the bigger picture is they're bringing the technology in before they come in. We're actually in disclosure. We are in disclosure. UFO disclosure. They're bringing the technology into play to get we're used to their world. But if you have been experiencing lost time, confusement, getting confused, it's very, very possible what's happening is that we are getting affected because we are like 60% water. So our energies are getting affected. This is really weird. It's like they're trying to entwine it into artificial intelligence. How are they doing that? But some people's DNA isn't working. It's been a plan all along, and this goes back to the pandemic. AI can be done for good and can be done for bad. But whatever happens, we are going into a future world of artificial intelligence. It's happening. But if you're feeling disorientated and confused, all our information's on these. Okay, all our information. And I feel it's sort of reading we. It's already here. We're like cyborgs in a way because we're walking around. Some people can't even be without them. It's got our information on and it's reading we. Face recognition. We're too much into it now. And I feel what they've been doing is over the last couple of months, you know how they're saying it's all to do with the Mercury in retrogrades and that. It's more than that. Over the last couple of months, I think they've zooped something up. They've changed something. They've changed the mixture in it. And they've put codes out there for it. And some of us are really struggling with this transition. Have you been feeling like this? I know I've been feeling like this. Kay's been confused for the last week or so. So how do we navigate through this? We need to be it's around we. It's everywhere. You go out into the street, it's in the air, it's in the towers, it's firing off with from the G's to the everything. Shungite. This stuff. And to be, sometimes leave your phone at home if you can. I'm not saying to put yourself into a difficult or a situation where it's dangerous. I don't mean that, because we are living in a dangerous world. But I'm on about if you can, even if you're just going for a walk. You know, I always take my phone everywhere. And the other night I needed to charge it up, and I went for a walk. I went to the supermarket and I come back and I felt good that the phone wasn't on us. I felt more balanced. But I think that if you can be around nature, you know, this time of year is beautiful. You know, you've got the little robins in the garden, and you've got the brown leaves still in the fall. It's cold and chilly. It's just a nice time of year. Walk in nature, salt baths, try to eat well. Easier said than done when the house prices, that's something else actually. The food prices are through the roof at the minute for people, you know. But I was telling one of my good clients, Bjorn, in Iceland, that sometimes on a Saturday night I'll go along to the supermarket late before it shuts, especially our local Morrisons, and they will sell the bread off and the cooked chickens off, like next to nothing, like half price of, if not more, because they have to get rid of it. But apparently they don't do that in Iceland. I don't know what it's like in the States, but you know, you can get cheaper stuff late at night before they shut the store. But I just think we just need to look after ourselves, and I've been trying to make a lot of soups and stuff like that, you know, and soups aren't expensive to make, you know, and it's not so much quantity of food, it's quality, which is more important. I think that the when it comes to the milk and what's going on with the milk and the meat, where they're putting a lot of stuff in that can cause cancers. And I mean, I've been down the food chain loop when I got diagnosed with breast cancer, because I'm trying to eat healthier. Organic meat is more expensive than the organic milk. We've got a farm nearby where we can go and get it from. But I've also done my research that organic stuff in the shops is very, very expensive because it's few and far between. But they do a lot of halal in the shops as well, as you know. And the halal, their meat and their dairy, they don't put the poisons in because it's against their religion. And you can research this yourself. So I was just saying to my daughter-in-law today, you know, if you couldn't afford organic, just go and get halal. Do you know what I mean? But I think we need to watch what we're eating, especially if it comes to meat. We just need to watch what we're doing. Do you know what I mean? But I'm massive into, like, if I cook a chicken, I'll keep the chicken stock, and then that can be put into a soup or whatever, or well, you can buy stuff like that, can't you? But I just think that's where we need to be at the moment. We need to well body, well mind, well soul. Try to keep balanced. Smoke. I keep getting smoke in the air. Okay. So I'm seeing all the different countries in like the world map. I'm looking into this crystal ball now. In the middle of it's Europe. That's the heart of it. It's the old paradigms. Everything's fallen. And it's a new economy. It's going to get really nasty, guys. It's going to... I see a fight and a war, a global trade. And I see things tumbling down. Trump's in the middle of all of this. You know, there's talk out there, you know, that he's doing this and he's doing that and he's trying to clean up everything, to clean up the swamp. I don't think it's as black and white as that, but I do think he's going to be doing some things like that. But something big's going to come out about him to do with Russia. And it makes me laugh. It makes me so well laugh when people, especially people who are on the right side, like the far right side, and they think that Putin is some sort of goody two-shoes. No, he's bloody well not. He's threatening to nuke the UK. You know? We need to remember that. But no, I am actually getting tonight in this crystal ball that he is wary of him. So I don't care what's been put out there and what's been said on the news and that. He is actually wary of him and he's fully aware of what he is. He's one of the heads of the beast. I mean, you can't even get the bloody man out. He's a bit like Kim Jong-un, you know what I mean? He's stuck in there. Okay. There will be a WW3. And it will be short. And it will be ruthless. And it's energy weaponry. There will be threats of nuclear, but that will not... It's not the West. It's the East what has to be careful. Let's hope that does not happen. There's different timelines. How we take charge of the situation is not getting caught up in the loosh. Because the media is part of the snake. It's all very weird, isn't it? I just think that you're seeing a lot of different people who are like shaking hands with Trump, like you've got Trudeau and that. There's more going on than we think is going on. Somebody asked me to look into Kamala Harris, which is really weird because why was she in Hawaii? And I do believe she was on a holiday. But I'm also getting underground military with her as well. Things are not what they seem. They are not what they seem. The 15th or the 16th big. Could be December. Zizi, what you doing? My little Zizi. You been a good girl? Okay, there's going to be panic on the streets. There's going to be panic. I see people queuing, and this is the vision that this is one of the timelines that I've seen where there's military and they're trying to, it reminds me of the film Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And military's trying to I'm not sure they're trying to get people to go somewhere or to get back in the house. But what my guides are saying is when it kicks off, go inside and shut the door. Or if you have to go the Highlands, go the back roads. Don't go the main roads because they'll stop you. But in the film Close Encounters of the Third Kind, the Spielberg film, it's a really good film from the 70s. And I didn't realise there's an actual Devil's Mountain anyway. Did you know that? Like in the film. But in the film it was like they were saying, oh, there's something wrong with the air, and they all had their gas masks on. But there literally was nothing wrong with the air. It was a psyop to get them out of the town because the aliens were coming. And it's a similar situation, but opposite. It's the aliens are already here. I would say there's at least 16 different races living amongst us, if not more. And then you've got like the hybrids. Some of them are hybrids, you know. Some people don't even know they're hybrids. It's crazy. It's, we've been labelled as humanity, and we are humanity, but we are the hybrids. I'm just trying to read some of your comments. This Christmas will be a very spiritual time for all of us. But I want to say tonight, and this is coming, I feel really emotional, and I don't know why, but God bless all our troops. God bless all our troops. Okay. Got a weird feeling about Israel tonight. The 11th is coming out. I'm still saying it. I keep getting a lady, and I'm not saying it's Kamala Harris, but there's a woman standing in the White House, and she looks dark-skinned or sallow-skinned. I mean, but I could be reading any time. You know what I mean? It's what the hell is that I'm saying? Merry Christmas. Who's Steve? Is it Steve Bannon? Who's Steve Bannon? Big news coming out with him. God, I'm seeing Frank Sinatra in spirit, and he's coming in. And he's New York. Did he sing that? I'm just gonna reboot that. Bannon is a big Christian. God, there's just something gonna happen. I'm getting that song. Is it Fly Me to the Moon? Do 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 do. And I'm seeing him. I'm seeing Brucey. I'm seeing Bruce, and I'm seeing him in spirit smiling. It's all going to come out, Bruce, isn't it? Wait a minute, I've got to get this right for you. Okay, so I do see Elon in a lot of trouble into 2025. And I'm getting the word extradited, that's coming through again. Bannon's just got out of jail, yeah, that's right. I like what you've put there, Glinda. The old school Italian mob is back in Donald. He's in the States, in Georgia, in Italy. Ah, good. Well, can you not remember when I did that remote viewing and I went back in time? And I went into like old New York and I could see Donald Trump and it was like he was sitting with like the mob and that. Can you not remember? But it takes a warrior to sort stuff out. Do you know what I mean? It does. He's not the fixer. He's the matrix breaker. But I have a funny feeling Palestine, big news. Is Palestine still about? Why have I got ring my daughter-in-law at 21 minutes past? Turn it off. Can't be calling Lammy. Should be in bed. You know what, right, guys? There's something going to happen before 2025, before the inauguration, and it's huge. And I feel that the plan is to stop the inauguration, to block it. Is that Adam snoring? Oh, that's the pretty cat. Is he snoring? Okay. We're going to get massively triggered. I know Trump had gone quiet for a little while, but has anybody seen him? The system's going to go down and we're not going to even know what time it is. Everything's going to go black. The whole grid. I need to get my cards out. 2 minutes. This is interesting. Fly me to the moon. Your cat snores as well. I know, mystery. You don't mind a snoring cat. It's a snoring person that I don't like. My Oliver used to snore, my dog. Great, what's happening? confusion in the air. People are going to be confused. I feel I've talked about this before, like a triangular event where there's three things going off at the same time. We have had a stolen in time. We have had something what's happened since the 5th. Definitely since the 5th of November, something's happened. Everything happened all too quick in the election. The hyphenate. And I think Trump knows what goes on with the technology and that, like Musk does and people like that. When you earn that much, you go up that ladder, that Illuminati ladder. You know what's going on. You know what I mean? You get tips, tip-offs, and something huge is definitely about to come out. Can you remember a few years ago when I had said that Elon and Trump are like that? Yeah, and it's like daddy issues. I think that Elon's hard, so it's like they're definitely like, he sees him like a surrogate dad type of thing. But it won't last. It won't last. I do see problems with Elon. See, there's different timelines, but if something does happen to Mr. T, all these haters aren't going to know who to talk about or what, you know. It's that's when Vance will step in. Late night military I'm going to do some remote viewing in a minute. Meetings, secret meetings. Things are not what they seem. So, whilst Trump's in office, the economy is going to change. Remember that. People need to remember the tariffs imposed on foreign goods. I'm just reading someone's thingy, yeah. Entering the US under Trump will drive up consumer prices and reignite inflation. This is likely to contribute to a plan to cause an economic downturn and create their golden age. Dear me. You know, golden age. Can I just say the golden age is a trigger. It's a key word. It's a key word of mind control. I just said I would tell you. Will there be a distribution of wealth? Not everybody. Some people will hit lucky. I know you had, like, in the so-called truth community, people were saying, oh, they're going to come into loads of money when they were investing because they were told. It's not going to be the case for everybody, no. Trudeau's not coming up, and he never does in my cards, and I don't know why. I'm going to pull some cards out here. I didn't want it to be about I didn't want it military. It was more about events that I'm looking into tonight. Well, I will pull 3 out for Trudeau. He's not going to be in for long. I feel I don't see Trudeau as a massive threat. I know there'll probably be people in in this audience tonight who live over in Canada will see him as a threat, but I don't see him as a massive threat to the world. I'm looking at it as the whole, as the collective, but I don't feel he's going to be in long. I don't always feel he's going to be into politics either. So I actually do feel that Canada's going to take a wobble with what's coming to do with the food chain, and everything's healing. And I'm going back to centuries ago, hundreds of years ago, where you had the borders of Canada going into America. Going back to the Civil War, there was problems there in the borders, and I feel it's unhealed ground there. But Canada will take back their sovereignty, and a woman with blonde hair will step in, and a man with very strange features, wispy sort of, not much hair, and a woman with like strawberry blondie, strange hair, like straw coloured hair. She will step in at some point. Yeah. It's like I always knew Macron was going to get in. But isn't he supposed to be leaving soon? If that hasn't been announced, that's going to be the case. But the other woman with the blonde hair, she's not going to get in. Something's going to happen to her. The opposite side to France in the French politics. I want to say to the Canadians out there, prep. But you'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's not just to do with the food chain and the shortage to come. What I'm saying here, it's to do with we will have extreme weather this winter, and I feel that Canada could hit a really cold winter to get your supplies in if you can. Yeah. And don't panic buy. It's very important not to panic buy. It's more about quality more than quantity. Yeah, because you've got to think of your health. But it looks like at the moment that Trudeau is taking the Canadians into whatever's we're going to come, what's coming our way. Trudeau's around with the Canadians. There'll be a great fall in the economy. It's weird when I look at Trump and I get something about the economy, and I said this before, I said that there's going to be a new bridge of economy. Can you remember? There'll be some of you in the audience who remember I said this. And it's going to be a bridge between America and the UK. But when I look at our Prime Minister, I don't feel he wants to do that. He's going to feel obliged to want to stay with the EU. The end result is this new bridge of economy. And I think Donald Trump is there to take this new bridge to where it needs to be. Even if it doesn't work, it's going to set something in motion, in place, for this new bridge of economy to come. That's what I'm getting. And you don't always have to like that person. Or some people love that person. But that person is there for a reason to change things. I'm just going to double check that. This is all 3D. There's something bigger going on behind the scenes. Oops, we've got a jumper. Stand strong, Patriots. Because the shit is about to hit the fan. My God. My God. I'm going to do a timing on this in a minute. Stand strong, because that's about to happen. That's the DS fallen. That's the darkness fallen. The tower moment. But it's, don't look at the outside, do your inner work. There's no point sitting there waiting thinking, oh my God, when's it going to happen? Just make sure your house is in order. Do, try and plan for things. And the Wheel of Fortune will come. I don't know why I'm seeing Rome Colosseum in Rome. I mean, it's like an old ruin now, isn't it? I'm seeing that. Has anybody seen the film Spartacus? I don't know why I'm getting all of that. I'm getting a really weird feeling. It's like we've all come back. Different avatars, but we've all come back to do what we need to do. And tonight I'm getting it's got something to do with Trump. So I don't know if he's had one of his past lives there. That's weird. That's really weird. I just want to, before I get into me remote viewing, I just want to see what's going on with Kamala Harris. Is my mic low? Can you hear us? Hello, hello, hello. The world, the devil, the chariot, which just seems in a good place. Got the strength here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Swift movement, big changes to come in within the next 2 months around her. They're showing us low coats with her. I'm shown, not in a nasty way, I'm being shown low coats, so maybe it's something she's going to go into, or everybody's where they need to be. That's Trump. That's Trump. There's a loss. Fucking hell. Sorry. Right, we've got the 5 of Swords and we've got the 10 of Swords. That's not good, guys. Three of Swords. Could be the battles he's got to do. I think there's 3 main tasks he has to do. What he has to accomplish. I think you'll get 2 done. There's 3 things on his list that he's up to, what he wants to do, and you'll get 2 done. But they will take him down. When I talk about they, I don't know who I'm talking about, but this is what my guides are saying. They will take him down. we'll get 2 things done which will change history for America. Let's see what that can be. The Wheel of Fortune. The 10 of Wands, which is good. We've got the 9 of Wands. New economy. Definitely new economy and new trade. Trade deals. It's all to do with trade. It's got a big clean up to do. Of course, Jeannie Angel, that would be lovely. Jeannie's just written here in Twitch. Jeannie, Lou, I would love to send you a channel painting I received the other night. It's clear as anything to me, and I will email it to you. I hope that's okay. I would love to see that, Jeannie. I'm not an artist, so I can't draw. I just channel. Yeah. I can do automatic writing. Okay. So that's really interesting. Really, really interesting. I'm going to do a little bit more scrying into the bowl. Let me get a cup of tea. Yeah, we're living in very trying times, and I think it's just about doing the inner work and looking after ourselves and loving each other. And where does the hatred come from? Is it fear? Is it indoctrinated through the media? Mind control? Mind control is happening on both sides, and I'm going to say that, in the political spectrum in the United States of America, but it's also happening across the world. I'm missing Paul's picture, Lou. I would love to see it again. Oh, you want to see my brother Paul? Dee 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 dee. That was when he was singing on stage. God, that's mucky. That I need to get it cleaned. There's Paul. It doesn't get any easier, you know. I don't believe we ever get over losing our loved ones. We just learn to walk through it. I always say that to people. You know, it's when they're part of you, you know, that either be your soulmate or your soul family. It's something you don't get over. He was such a good man. Like my friend Bruce on YouTube, you know, he was a good man. Why has God taken the good men? What's happening on this world? Let's pull 3 cards out and then I'm going to get into it. What's happening on this world? We have to not lose faith. Strength. We're living in a money materialistic world, a Luciferian world. A world where it hasn't really got worse. We've just awakened. We've just awakened to what's really going on. 8 and 8. We're in it now. We're in disclosure now. People keep saying, when's disclosure? When's UFO disclosure? When's it all going to happen, Louise? When's the man standing in snow? It's happening now. It's happening now. The strength. We are being so tested. Unlike when Jesus walked on this planet, Jesus was just up against the Romans trying to take him down and horrible things happening to him. Satan and all of that. But we're up against this technology, a technology that we do not know, a technology that is being used on us as weaponry, but there's also trickery happening. And it's happening on media. And sometimes when we are witnessing people talk in our events, sometimes it's not clones as such as people have put out or that type of thing. It's artificial intelligence, it's trickery. That's what's happening. And some of it's not in real time. And I want to say, I'm going back to the election, something happened around the election and it wasn't to do with real time. There was a stall, there was a twist in time, but it had to happen that way to bring him in, to change things. And he will change things. This, like I said, there's 3 main things he has to do. He'll do 2, but he won't get the third. He won't get the third completed. So it makes me think that he will get inaugurated. Yes. I mean, they can't possibly stop that, can they? Because it would just be hell on, wouldn't it? But they're going to try. There's something to come out before Christmas. I keep getting the 15th or the 16th. I want you to remember that. And I'm also getting, so he can be prosecuted. It could be that, couldn't it? But I'm also getting the 15th or the 16th. It could also be January as well. Thank you, Jeannie. So we've got the Page of Swords, the Hyphenate, the Ace of Swords. It's a global situation and it's going to affect everybody. A bit like we're going back to the pandemic thing. It was affecting everybody. This is not the pandemic. This is something completely different, but it's worse. Right? I'm not saying this to frighten anybody. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm seeing. This is a prediction. Entertainment purposes only, by the way. But what I'm saying to you is it's something what's coming where we can't get out of, but we will get through it. We will get through it. And it's not so much where they're laying the law down as such. They're saying it in such a way that it's for the better or it's for the best, for our own good, for safety. And people are tracking something on their phones with it. So I'm wondering if it's a situation like a WW3 situation where I've known people in Ukraine, you know, when they were stuck in Ukraine and they were getting the warnings on their phones. So maybe it was like that type of thing, you know what I mean? Like a warning thing. Going back to the Blitz, you know, in London and that, you know, the Blitz, you would have the sirens would go off. And yeah, they'd still have the sirens, but nowadays we have our phones. Why were they practicing and doing all of that? Weren't they a few months ago? They were doing it all with the emergency thing and the ABS thing on the phones. That's what's coming. And it's 2025. I'm feeling something like that. Come to rations. It's not so much, maybe it might be rations. It's not so much rations, it's more restriction on certain foods. But maybe it's for people who are on benefits or old age people, you know, people who get money off the governments, they may get ration tickets or something. They may have priority. There's going to be uproars on here. And something to do, I'm going to our Prime Minister here, right? And there's going to be uproars around him. Because, I mean, they're trying to vote to get him out, and they're going to do that. They're doing it now. But it's got something to do with trade. And then I'm going back to Trump, and Trump's trying to get him to go his way. And there's going to be hell on, absolute hell on. But I also feel it's got something to do with Ukraine as well, or there's going to be a clash. I'm telling you now, I'm warning you now that there's going to be something big what's going to happen. And it's going to put the UK in a bit of jeopardy here. But it's going to give the Tories the excuse to push to get him out, or the other people in power in the Labour Party to get him out. And Tories will take back power again. And it's that Kemi, that's that woman just called Kemi. I see her in power. Weird. Going back to the planes, it's they can't take off. Everything's dark. It's a reset. It's a massive reset that we'll be having. And it's all to do, it's coming in as well to do with the Middle East. Because what escalates from the UK and Donald Trump, which is connected to do with the EU, in Ukraine and Russia and all of that, it's going to set Putin off to do something, and it's going to be connected with the Middle East. So how it's always been between the East and the West, the actual East will take out the East. Are you listening to what I'm saying here? How it's always been between the East and the West, and there's always been confrontation and conflict. It's not going to be the East or the West taking each other out. It's going to be the East what's going to take the East out. That's what I'm being shown here. It's going to be devastating. The world will come together, and it's as if it's coming in, it's fallen into place so strong with the re-release of Feed the World with Bob Geldof. He's just re-releasing, isn't he, his new album to do with Feed the World and all of that. You know the song, It's Christmas Time. It's going to be, we're going to be on the edge here. We really are. But I think January is going to be interesting. We're going to have a lot of ice, a lot of snow, a lot of rain to come in the UK. Some places where we're living in flat places in Europe and the UK, we need sandbags. I mean, I'm alright, I live on a hill, but for people who live at the bottom of the hill or they live in a flat place, there are places like that in Surrey and places in the UK. We're going to have to be careful, you know. Or you're going to have to be careful, should I say. Russia's going to go into two different parts. I mean, I could be looking a few years down the line here, but yeah, I want you to remember this. Some things I don't understand, it's just what I see. But Russia will go into two different parts. Russia will be divided. And a woman, an emperor, will rise. Okay, remember that. There's a feminine energy that's going across the board. Literally across Europe, across everywhere, the world. Yeah, but I feel there'll be a lot of marching to come, and I think that we need to be careful. We need to be careful there's a lot of diversity out there, you know, and I'll not feed into it, you know, trying to put that divide out. I think that we as a nation need to all learn to come together. Every creed, every colour. For what's to come. What is to come is far bigger than all this diversity, all this between colour and creed and politics. It's low vibrational. Okay, it's I'm going to start to do. It's huge what's going to happen. But watch for smoke coming from the Vatican. Smoke is going to come from the Vatican. Okay, let's do some remote viewing. Just reading some of your comments. Graham, blue, pink or black smoke? Just smoke. Vatican smoke, new Pope. Big news coming in to do with New York as well, I'm getting that. Because he keeps seeing Frank Sinatra and he keeps coming in singing New York, New York. That's really strange. Right, I need my handbag. Now don't laugh, guys, I have everything in this bloody handbag. I'm looking for me, if anybody knows what I'm doing, I need me sunglasses, right? And I'm going to dim the lights because I can't remote view with the light because I've got to like black everything out. Bloody hell. What the fuck? Right, wait a second. Ooh. I was wondering where that was. In my handbag. Ah, there they are. Yeah, I need to sort this handbag out. It's getting out of hand. Oh my God. I've even got puppy pads in here. Do you know what I mean? When I was taking Zizi to the vets in a cat carrying case. And I've got, you know, the puppy pads, what you put. And it's just in case you had a little accident in the cat carrying case. I've got one of them. Why have I got me mother's Sif? Honest to God. You related to Kay? Sellotape. Okay. It must be a Scorpio thing, yeah. Well, we're hoarders. That's what it is. I'm going to dim the light. Give us 2 minutes. Mary Poppins. Okay. Right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna force when I'm looking. I'm just gonna go and see what I can see. So this is raw remote viewing. Okay. Building something, are you? I'm always building something. I'm like Bob the Builder. I found a dish towel one time. Okay. Right. Okay, may peace be with you all. I might not get anything. I'm just seeing what I can get. This is really strange. It's like I'm in a lighthouse. It looks like a lighthouse. But it's a futuristic apparatus. Is there something to come? It's a literal lighthouse, and maybe it's new technology coming in for people at sea. Sea levels are going to rise into the future. More sea levels are going to rise. 2025 will be explosive. Also, 2025 will bring big news in to do with the royal family and a lot of changes ahead. No later than the end of 2025, going into 2026. Where there'll be one funeral, there'll be two. Remember, everything I'm telling you will all fall into place like a jigsaw puzzle. Okay. I'm saying Obama, Barack Obama. I don't know why he's in the lighthouse, but he looks like he's in the Oval Office talking to somebody. Biden? Talking to Biden. I've just seen Nancy Pelosi's face. There's something going on behind the scenes where they're trying to get him arrested. Or they're trying to get something, a block on something. Watch for that coming out. It's getting a block on it. Let's come out of that. Because they're telling us, they're going, no. It's meant to be, you'll be inaugurated. Okay, come out of that. Right, I'm going back to that place where I've been before, and it looks like it's Dulcie Base. I'm walking along a corridor. Oh God, this is really creepy, guys. Okay, I don't know what time it would be. Is Dulcie based in Utah? Whereabouts would this be? I've gone through some double doors to the right. Swing doors. And there's like a sharp right where you can go down into this lift area, or you can go straight on. I'm remote viewing somewhere here. I'm going straight on. I see military soldiers. It's not Dulcie. Sorry, guys, it's not Dulcie. They're Russian. Right, we're going underground. Oh, they're Russian. They've got like light. They're definitely, yeah, they're Russian. These are like sort of super soldiers. Okay. They are showing me the lights, this strange phenomena, what's happening in the UK at the moment over all the military bases. And I believe it may have been happening in the US as well. It's a new technology. So, right, do not be alarmed by this, right? This is what I'm remote viewing, but Russia is definitely behind the lights. It's alien technology, which I've said what they are using. all the military's using now. So it's a bit like an invasion. It's like they're looking in with the drones to see what's going on in the UK. And they can't put this out because then there would be a mass panic. But I also feel it's not just Russia and China involved, because they're working together. Because that's why I'm getting agents like James Bond on both sides, from KGB, the Kremlin, Chinese agents. There's different agents here. This is huge. But I'm also getting extraterrestrial beings as well. There's an event to come off by March of next year. When Donald Trump's in office, there will be an event to come off. And I want to say the 20th or the 21st is going to go down in history. There's going to be big news connected with that. I don't know when's the inauguration, because I'm actually seeing January. You see, he has to be in office to expose things. But he will not be in long. Vance will take the stand. He has got health problems. But like I said, if it came out about his health problems, the media would jump on it and make it worse than what it is. But it's something that can be controlled. Do you know what I mean? Okay. These extraterrestrial beings. So yeah, he knows about it. They all know about it. They're keeping it from us all. There's a world we know and there's a world we do not know. They've shook hands with them. Men from Venus. They've shook hands with these beings. It's man you have to be careful of, not alien beings. They're trying to get... They want a better world. They want we're all to work together. They want to rid the racism and all the isms, so we can integrate with these beings. Some of them look like us, some of them don't. The ones with the drones, they've got long necks. They have long necks. They're not the greys. But is the different types of greys? I really don't know. They might be labelled, but they're not like the little grey man. They've got a long neck. There's a D connected with the race of these beings. A D connected. There's so many different races that we do not even know, and some of them I can't even pronounce. When they're communicating on Earth, they wear some sort of skin-like suit to protect their sensitive skin. They can actually operate on Earth, but they have to be very careful for the germs here. and the interactions that they have with humans. They don't do all the inoculations. They're beyond that, you know. There was also a mass migration of different beings what came in, and I've talked about this before. When the Sunspot Observatory went down, I believe it was 2018. If everybody doesn't know what I'm going on about, I think it was in California. And at the same time, all the observatories around the world went down. The one not far away from where I'm living, in Kielder Forest, every observatory around the world at the same time, they all went down. Why? Because they were bringing them in on the ships. And then there was FBI running around all over where Sunspot Observatory was. Not long after that, the COVID thing came. You could look at this many different ways, but they were affected by our energies. That was the mask thing. Not to protect us, to protect them. Everything's been a swan event. Also, the observatory, somebody just put here, on the Big Island, Hawaii, also went down. Yeah, there's loads of them here. So they came in ships of them, different off-world soldiers, working in deep underground Dulce Bays, different places. Where am I getting this place in Russia? And planning an attack, but not a literal attack where humanity will know. They're threatening behind the scenes. This is what I'm getting now. This is actually happening now. This threat's being made to take down the grid. We need to prep, guys. An illusion. And then they had that strange thing where you had the fires with the beam of light, where there was fires, wasn't there, somewhere in California, and there was just like trees left standing. This technology we do not know. We need to watch for the stars. We need to watch for the spinning disc star-shaped craft coming in. They'll be connected with these race of these beings. The crystal ships. There's going to be mass sightings of them. They integrate and when take into New Earth. So it's not all negative. When you're getting all woo-woo and off balance, and sometimes if it's too much on the internet, just come away, have a break, and you can come back to it. We have to try and keep balanced, and that's why I've been introducing about this shungite, which I will put the link in the description. The feeling I'm getting when I go back to Kamala Harris is, it's like there's possibilities. There is possibilities that they're going to try and maneuver her in again. But everything's just a possibility. It's not a definite. What I'm saying definite tonight is Trump will get inaugurated. But it's weird. It's short. It's not long. Everyone's grieving. People are angry. They're so angry. 25. January 25. The flag is down. The flag is up. Cheering. And everything goes down. And it's dark. And then everybody rises again. There's a man on the knees, his knees. The event hasn't taken place yet. Watch the water. We need to watch the water. Very weird. Very, very weird. When I try to tune in to Donald Trump into 2025, this is no word of a lie, guys, right? I just get blackness. I just get void and blackness. Not straight away. Hold on to your hats, like you're going to need this. Like, it's explosive what's coming in. So some of us are going to experience contact. Some of us are going to see UFOs in the sky. Where's my lucky ear? Got a little ear, yeah. There's a story behind this. So when I was a little girl, I had this little ornament called Jemima Rabbit. And I found it now, and it's so bloody cute. Just a little rabbit from the 60s, you know. It was in my bedroom and had the little, and I don't even know where it is. So I gets it out and I was really excited. And then of course, Nala, the plate smasher, she's like the Greek plate smasher. She's broken all my mother's ornaments. She gave us all the Royal Dental lady. She all £250 worth each. All the bloody expensive ornaments. She smashed them because she's naughty. And she broke Jemima Rabbit. So every time I hold this ear, I get visions. Don't ask me why. It's really weird. But anyway, I'm going to see what I get from this. Farmers are going to really take a battering, like. So the plan is, their agenda is that they want to get rid of the farmers in the UK so they can import it in. It's like he's done like a secret handshake with the EU that he'll do that. They'll get him out. They'll get Keir Starmer out. He's leaving. So Trump's in for a reason to shift it to the next level. before you go. I know it's horrible. So they really like use people, that type of thing. But then we've got free will on earth as well. The extraterrestrial beings are here. There's at least 5 now. This is really weird and creepy, which like sort of race of beings who know that I'm trying to tap into this. Just like us, you get good and bad, you know what I mean? Or different personalities, that type of thing. Some you would want to know and some you wouldn't want to know. Somewhat would go by the book and somewhat wouldn't. There's no turning back to it's going to go very futuristic within the next 10 years. You'll not recognise this planet. You will really not. I think there's going to be a mass problems in Europe, and it's always the people it's the people, isn't it, what suffer, not the politicians. But there's going to be problems in Europe. There's going to be riots. Something's going to happen with trade. I can't put my finger on what it is. There's going to be a problem with trade. The trade market crash. The second's coming out very strong. And the 17th. Remember that in the 11th and the 12th. But that could be like, say, the 12th could be 12th month December type of thing. Everything's biblical in a way as well. It's like, I've been saying this for a while, it's like we're rewriting the history, we're rewriting the new book. Even to the fact that the Ark will come back. The Ark will come back, but the Ark was not what we thought it was. The Ark is a mother ship. She will come back when the great waters come. They're all part of the same thing. Democrats and Republicans. If you were lifted out of it and you looked into it from a different level, you would see that they all talk to each other behind the scenes. What is she doing? Sissy, don't scratch. They all talk. It's when you had Biden who was talking with Trump and they were sitting by the fireside, and it seemed rather pleasant, because it was rather pleasant. It's all by design. It's all meant to be. Yeah. I'm going to leave it there for the night. So going back to these lights, it's like the enemy's within. The enemy and they've got different extraterrestrial beings on their side as well. So you've got Russia and China have got their extraterrestrial beings on their side. It's like there's an infiltration going on, and it's from the stars. It's happening on this planet. It's weird. And they can't turn around and say, oh, it's Russia. So that, for them to say that, you know, if they came out and said, oh, it's Russia with the lights on world news, because then they would think, well, how they got that technology, you're going to have that technology too. Because we all have it. Because it's all Space Force, it's all happening now. So really, in a nutshell, the lights in the UK above the military bases is Space Force lights. It's Star Trek stuff, yeah. But a lot of man's flying it. It's not just, or operating it. It's not just ETs. So it's exciting times to be alive, but scary times, but exciting times. I'm going to leave that one with you for the night. See if there's anything else. We've got the drones, we've got the lights, there's something bigger coming, and it looks like it's going to be motherships. We're going to start seeing motherships. That's coming in next. I hope that's helped, guys. I want to say that we are so close to two worlds meeting. It's exciting. And we will witness this in our lifetime. So through this craziness, we just have to try and live in the here and the now. That's what we need to do. That's where we need to be, and understand that don't get caught up in the hatred, because that's what they want. The controllers want us, and the media is part of that. They want us in divide, and we're not going to be in that divide. We are all going to come together. I'm getting the lyrics, when the lion sleeps tonight. Big changes to come in. Huge changes to happen. By the inauguration, that's when I want to say the shit's going to hit the fan, really. But keep strong. Keep calm and carry on, as we see in Britain. And may the force be with you all. And I'll see you all again soon. Take care, God bless. And I'll see you soon. Now, how do I get out of here? Did you enjoy that? Take care, guys. Alright, I'll see you soon. Bye.